The Buffalo Bills kicked off their 2024 season with a thrilling 34-28 comeback victory over the Arizona Cardinals. They showcased both the highs and challenges of a team navigating changes on both sides of the ball. Josh Allen, once again proving why he's considered one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks, led the charge with a dynamic performance, throwing for 2 touchdowns and rushing for 2 more. However, despite the win, questions remain about how the Bills will adjust to offseason shifts, break in young players like Dalton Kincaid, and manage key injuries. As the season unfolds, Allen's consistency and leadership will be central to Buffalo's pursuit of a 5th straight AFC East title and long-awaited Super Bowl glory. The Buffalo Bills kicked off Week 1 with a thrilling home victory over the Cardinals, overcoming a 17-3 deficit with a surge of 21 unanswered points. Like any team in the early stages of the season, there's room for improvement. Establishing a consistent deep threat will be key in the coming weeks, and getting tight end Dalton Kincaid more involved in the passing game could pay dividends. Wide receiver Curtis Samuel, who only had 2 catches for 15 yards, should also see more action as the season progresses. The Bills didn't start strong in their home opener, struggling with sloppy execution, questionable play calling, and costly penalties. The defense, in particular, seemed outmatched after losing nickel cornerback Taron Johnson to injury earlier in the game. As the dust settles after Buffalo's win, questions will undoubtedly arise about why it took them so long to get going, with some pointing to the decision to resting starters for most of the preseason. While second-guessing may surface, the focus should remain on the Bills finding a way to pull off the victory. Defensive coordinator Bobby Babich will now have to navigate the loss of Johnson, but few would doubt the Bills' ability to adapt and adjust to another tough personnel hit. As always, Buffalo's success will ride on the shoulders of Josh Allen. He demonstrated in this game that despite significant offensive changes, he remains one of the league's premier quarterbacks. Allen connected on a beautiful red zone pass to Mac Holland for his first touchdown of the season. While Allen wasn't perfect, losing a fumble in the first half, he avoided throwing an interception and finished the day with an impressive stat line: 18 of 23 passing for 232 yards and 2 touchdowns, plus 9 rushes for 39 yards and 2 more scores, earning him a passer rating of 137.7. Allen was calm, taking advantage of downfield opportunities and even soaring through the air for his second rushing touchdown. Though his aggressive play style has led to criticism for turnovers, it's also what makes the Bills a formidable team. Khalil Shakir could be a crucial weapon for Allen this season. Electrifying games, combined with his red zone creativity, should keep defenses on edge. He finished the game with 3 catches for 42 yards, including an acrobatic touchdown. As long as Allen is playing at a high level, the Bills are ready to have a successful 2024 season. The Buffalo Bills have frequently emphasized their new everyone eats offensive philosophy throughout the offseason. This approach prioritizes spreading the ball among multiple talented targets rather than relying on just one player to carry the load. In Week 1 against the Cardinals, rookie wide receiver Keon Coleman was one of the players who truly benefited from this strategy, and he may have had the biggest impact. Coleman led the team in targets with 5, receptions with 4, and receiving yards with 51. He played 72% of the team's offensive snap, more than any other receiver, and made the Bills' longest play of the game with a 28-yard catch in the 4th quarter, where quarterback Josh Allen simply trusted Coleman to make a play down the sideline. While Coleman's debut stats weren't eye-popping, his consistent involvement and role within the offense are encouraging, suggesting that bigger performances are on the horizon. After the Bills' 34-28 win, Allen praised Coleman, mentioning that his decision to trust the rookie on the key 4th quarter play was based on something he had noticed earlier in the game. Allen's confidence in Coleman during such a crucial moment is a testament to the chemistry they've built over the offseason. Both have spoken about their developing connection, which was evident throughout training camp with multiple standout completions. Coleman has yet to score his first professional touchdown, but his impressive debut suggests it's only a matter of time. He'll have another opportunity to reach the end zone this Thursday night when the Bills face the Miami Dolphins in Week 2. Buffalo's former first-round pick had a standout performance in the team's Week 1 game. Greg Russo made a significant impact, recording a sack in the first half by chasing Kyler Murray out of bounds. In the second half, Russo added 2 more sacks in the 3rd quarter by overpowering the Cardinals' offensive tackle, one of which resulted in a fumble that was recovered by the Bills. Midway through the 4th quarter of the Bills' win over Arizona, Josh Allen leaped over defenders for a touchdown, only to be shoved by 2 Cardinal players, landing hard on his left non-throwing hand. Despite the injury, Allen had it heavily taped and continued playing. After the game, he reassured everyone, saying he was fine, but noted that further tests were pending. Following an earlier fumble on the opening drive, Allen quickly returned to MVP Young for the most such games in NFL history. He He also notched his 10th career game with 2 rushing touchdowns, tying Cam Newton, trailing only Jalen Hurts, who has 12. The Bills' offseason plan relied heavily on Allen carrying the load, while the offense integrated young talent and the defense adjusted to new starters. Sunday's performance showed he's more than capable, and now the focus shifts to managing his non-throwing hand injury. What does Josh Allen need to do to secure the NFL's MVP award? He needs to deliver performances like Sunday's for the next 16 games and repeat it to the postseason and lead the Bills to the championship they've been chasing for years. The Bills stumbled out of the gate in their season opener against the Cardinals, a team that won just 4 games last season and had one of the league's worst defenses. Despite Arizona traveling across 3 time zones, it was Buffalo that looked sluggish, disorganized, and soft for much of the first half. Highmark Stadium was either silent or it was filled with boos. But then Allen emerged with his signature sidearm throws and fearless athleticism, sparking the Bills back into life. Each play calmed the nerves of Bills fans. He threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for 2 more, hurdling over defenders in his iconic style. Bills fans have been vocal, first about Lamar Jackson winning the MVP award 8 months ago, and more recently about an ESPN poll that labeled Allen as the league's most overrated quarterback, and yet those same fans were frustrated with the team's offense on Sunday. This season is Allen's best chance to prove he's the league's best. Hours after the Cowboys made Dak Prescott the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, dropping Allen to the 14th in pay, the Bills needed him to step up, and he did, shaking off an early fumble in the game. Tight end Dalton Kincaid, hyped up as a key player, didn't see a target until the 3rd quarter, finishing with just 1 catch for 11 yards. Running back James Cook had 19 carries for 71 yards, averaging 3.7 yards per attempt. Allen carried the team. If he can continue to lead the Bills through this period of transition and claim a 5th straight AFC East title, he'll be the front runner for MVP. The key is consistency. Allen can't afford mid-season slumps or moments of doubt like last year, where questions about his intensity arose despite his impressive stats. This season, the pressure is on Allen and Buffalo to do more with less, and their season opener was just a preview of that challenge. Keon Coleman will continue to get more opportunities throughout the season and develop with Josh Allen in this offense. The Bills will need to start games better than how they did against the Cardinals, but around the league, a lot of teams had slow starts. Josh Allen delivered an MVP-level performance in the Buffalo season opener, rallying the team from a 17-3 deficit to a 34 team, especially in a season where the Bills are breaking in younger players, highlights his MVP potential. Even though tight end Dalton Kincaid and running back James Cook had modest contributions, Allen's consistency will be key as the Bills aim for another AFC East title in a deep playoff run. The challenge will be maintaining this high level of play throughout the season, especially as Buffalo adapts to its offseason changes. If you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so you never miss a Bills video or any video at all. Comment down below what you're looking forward to most for this season and what you thought about this game. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.